The morning television world thrives on laughter, charm, and unexpected headlines, but sometimes even the brightest smiles can mask a moment that spirals into a headline-worthy exchange. Recently, Longtime, Today show anchor Hoda Kotb found herself trending after fans believed she threw a major diss toward pop superstar and talk show host Kelly Clarkson, igniting a storm of conversation across social media and beyond. What seemed at first like a harmless quip during a segment has now snowballed into a debate about on-air etiquette, professional rivalries, and the unpredictable nature of live television. The story is more than a single moment caught on camera. It is a window into the pressure-filled world of TV personalities, the rise of Clarkson as a cultural force, and the protective loyalty that viewers develop toward their favorite stars. To understand why this moment has captured so much attention, it's important to look at what happened, why it resonated, and how both women are navigating the aftermath. The incident took place during a crossover conversation that was meant to highlight Clarkson's thriving daytime program and her continued success in music. Kotb, always known for her warm demeanor, opened the discussion by praising Clarkson for her recent accolades, including her Las Vegas residency that sold out multiple nights and her talk show's multiple Emmy wins. But the moment shifted quickly when Kotb followed her compliment with what many fans perceived as a backhanded remark. Smiling but with a pointed tone, Kotb joked that Clarkson had made quite the career out of heartbreak songs and messy divorces, adding that daytime television is a little lighter than that. For a split second, Clarkson looked caught off guard, though she recovered with her trademark laugh. The audience in studio chuckled nervously, but within minutes of airing, clips were circulating online with fans accusing Kotb of shading Clarkson in front of a national audience. Social media exploded with reactions. On X, formerly known as Twitter, users began trending the phrase, "Hoda disses Kelly." Clarkson's fans, known for being fiercely protective of her, were quick to defend the singer, pointing out how raw and vulnerable she had been while navigating her divorce and the challenges of balancing motherhood with superstardom. Kelly has turned her pain into art and positivity. Hoda should know better than to mock that, one fan wrote. Others defended Kotb, insisting it was a joke gone awry and not meant to be cruel. Still, the clip continued to spread, picked up by entertainment blogs and even mainstream news outlets who began framing it as a possible feud between two of the most recognizable women on daytime television. The fascination with this incident says much about both Kotb and Clarkson. Kotb has long been beloved for her uplifting spirit, especially during difficult times, such as when she openly shared her own struggles with fertility and adoption, winning praise for her candor. She has built a reputation as someone who makes guests feel comfortable, which is why the remark landed so sharply with viewers. For Clarkson, the moment highlighted how closely her personal journey has been tied to her public image. Since winning American Idol more than 2 decades ago, Clarkson has consistently turned personal challenges into creative triumphs, from chart-topping ballads to Emmy-winning interviews. Fans saw Kotb's quip not as humor, but as a dismissal of Clarkson's authenticity and resilience. Industry insiders note that daytime television is a competitive landscape. Clarkson's show has emerged as one of the most successful programs in recent years, at times rivaling or even surpassing Today in ratings among key demographics. Some analysts suggest that the remark may reflect an undercurrent of tension as networks compete for viewers' attention in a crowded market. NBC, which airs both Today and Clarkson's program, benefits from both women's success, but there is no denying the competitive comparisons. In this light, Kotb's comment could be interpreted as a subtle reminder that Clarkson's path to daytime prominence has been unconventional, rooted in music, not journalism. Yet, those close to both stars insist there is no personal feud. A source connected to Today told reporters that Kotb and Clarkson have long respected one another, and that the comment was meant in jest, not malice. Hoda loves Kelly. She's supported her from the very beginning. Anyone who knows Hoda knows she's the last person to throw shade, the source explained. Still, the court of public opinion is not so easily swayed. For every viewer who believes the remark was harmless, there are others who believe Kotb should issue a public clarification to prevent the narrative from spinning further. What makes this moment particularly powerful is the way it underscores how live television leaves no room for second chances. In an era when every broadcast is clipped, shared, and analyzed online, even a fleeting joke can become a viral scandal. Clarkson herself has experienced this before, whether through awkward interviews or her candid responses to personal questions. Kotb, too, has had moments where offhand comments drew more attention than expected. The difference now is that fans are more vocal, more protective, and more eager to assign meaning to every word spoken by their favorite celebrities. Clarkson, for her part, has handled the situation with characteristic grace. During a later segment on her own show, she joked that she is pretty used to people poking fun at her breakup songs, and that she's just glad people are still listening. Without mentioning Kotb by name, Clarkson's light-hearted comments seemed to diffuse tension while also reminding fans of her resilience. Rather than fuel the feud narrative, Clarkson leaned into her authenticity, which has always been her greatest strength. Meanwhile, Kotb has not directly addressed the controversy, but her colleagues on Today made a point to praise Clarkson during the next broadcast, with Savannah Guthrie calling her one of the most genuine and talented people in the business. Whether intentional or not, the move seemed like an effort to balance the narrative and remind viewers of the respect NBC has for Clarkson. As the days pass, the story remains a hot topic. Commentators on morning radio shows and podcasts continue to debate whether Kotb's remark crossed a line, while fans dissect every facial expression captured in the viral clip. The debate reflects broader questions about the boundaries of humor, the sensitivity around discussing someone's personal struggles, and the way women in media are often pitted against one another. For many, the outrage is not just about one joke but about a larger cultural habit of minimizing women's pain or turning it into entertainment. In the bigger picture, the incident may ultimately strengthen both women's brands. Clarkson emerges once again as the relatable, resilient star who can laugh off criticism and stay focused on her craft. Kotb, though momentarily under scrutiny, remains a figure whose career has weathered countless news cycles and who is unlikely to be defined by a single remark. Their shared resilience may in fact remind viewers why they watch in the first place, not for perfection, but for authenticity, vulnerability, and the occasional unscripted moment that reveals something raw and real. Whether this moment fades quickly or lingers as a pop culture talking point, it has already done what all major news stories do: spark conversation, ignite debate, and hold a mirror up to the complex relationships between celebrities, the media, and the audiences who adore them. And in a world where every word can be replayed endlessly, perhaps the biggest lesson is not about what Kotb said or how Clarkson responded, but about how deeply invested viewers are in the lives and interactions of those who shape their mornings and afternoons. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our Talent Spotlight Adol YouTube channel for more update news.